Okay, Andrew, tell me what you think about Falwell's fall. I've been asked this question numerous times over the last month or so. A question that has to do with the former president of Liberty University, Jerry Falwell Jr., and really his fall from his position as president. He's resigned, and all the stuff that I guess has been discussed on TV as well as social media as to why he needed to resign. So, what do I think about that? Well, I didn't want to address it at first simply because, look, to be honest with you, I really didn't know much about Jerry Falwell Jr. I mean, I understand he's president of Liberty University, one of the largest um, uh, seminaries in the world. Um, and most of y'all know me. I'm not on social media, so I'm not really in the know when it comes to all that stuff. I did watch a video made by Justin Peters, a man who I would highly recommend to all of you, Justin Peters Ministry, when it comes to his teachings on numerous things. But he had done a video, maybe about a 20-25 minute video on this topic, Falwell's fall. So I really got most of my information from him. Look, two things: time and truth. Given enough time, the truth is going to come out. I don't know enough. I haven't been, again, intimately involved with this to know, the stuff that's being posted on social media, the stuff that's been said on television, some person coming out and making all these claims and supposedly has all kinds of evidence. Look, given enough time, the truth is going to come out. So I don't know what the truth is. Again, as you listen to Justin Peters' video, um, if it's true, um, some of the things that have come out, if they're true, I mean, it's horrific what happened. Absolutely horrific. Um, but again, let's give it a little bit more time. You've got leadership at Liberty University. They're the ones intimately involved with this. They're the ones, hopefully, who are going to be able to get to the bottom of this. And again, we just need to give that time. In the meantime, um, regardless of what is true, what is not, we need to pray for the Falwell family. Um, this has to be devastating to them. And so we want to pray for them. At the same time, we want to pray for the leadership there at Liberty University. Um, they've got a lot on their plate, and a lot of people are watching them to see what they're going to do. So we need to pray for the leadership also. But I want to address this question by talking about a third group that not only we need to pray for, but we need to really grieve for. That third group, the students there. Their world has been rocked. And many of them who are so who are still growing and developing in their relationship with the Lord, this has hurt them severely. And to me, that's a massive tragedy. Here in Matthew 18, Jesus warns not just spiritual leaders, but all Christians. In Matthew 18, verse 6, whoever causes one of these little ones who believes in me to stumble, it would be better for him to have a heavy millstone hung around his neck and to be drowned in the depth of the sea. You see how important the sheep of the true shepherd Jesus, do you see how important his sheep are to him? If anyone, including me, were to cause one of these precious souls to stumble because of my actions, Jesus said it would be better for me to go get a massive stone, tied around my neck, and drown myself in the ocean. Now, Jesus was not teaching suicide. The point Jesus was making here was that every soul matters to him. His sheep, his sheep for whom he laid down his life. And so, as a pastor, I am so afraid to stumble somebody. But not just as a pastor, as a Christian, I'm afraid to stumble somebody. And we should all live with that holy fear that we could possibly dishonor the name of our Lord who gave his life for us. That we could possibly stumble one of his precious sheep for whom he gave his life. Andrew, just drown yourself in the ocean. And in doing so, Andrew, you'll be home with me in heaven. And you will not have another opportunity to stumble anybody else again on earth. Serious stuff, isn't it? Jesus goes on to say in verse 7, woe to the world because of its stumbling blocks. For it's inevitable that stumbling blocks are going to come from the world, right? But woe to that man through whom the stumbling block comes. And so what do I think of Falwell's fall? I think of these young, precious students who have stumbled. And we need to pray for them. If you know some students there right now, maybe reach out to them. Try to encourage them by God's holy word. Pray for them, pray with them. And may we all learn a big lesson here. Whoever causes one of these little ones who believe in Jesus to stumble, you can finish the sentence.